You want ice scoop? Ice scoop? Whoa. Okay. So, I don't actually know what this is. Ignore my dogs, but I'm not gonna get rid of them. Y'all thought. I don't know what this is. I only know that this is something I've been thinking about for a really long time. This always happens. They could have been dead asleep 2 minutes ago and this would have happened. There's a cardinal. This is something I've been thinking about for a really long time, and honestly, part of me hates that it took this long to do it, but we're not gonna dwell on that. What we're gonna do instead is move on. Here I am today doing it. Hello, nice to meet you. I'm June. I don't know what this is. Like I said, I guess I've said that 8 times. I'm just showing up because it felt right. I actually bought this camera like at least 2 months ago, if not more. Time isn't real. But I think he may be thirsty. But I don't know, I haven't sat down and done this yet, but I was waiting until it felt right, and apparently this is when it felt right, so here we are. It was a full moon yesterday. Scorpio, which is my rising sign, so what does that tell you? Chaos. Anyway, yeah, I don't know, I feel like I had a thought, path, direction when I sat down, but like figuring out the camera derailed me a little bit. What do I want to say? I want to say that I've been struggling for a while, but in reality, my whole life. And some people know that in my life, some people definitely don't. Some people say I have it all together. I say, are you crazy? But, you know, some people would love to hear that about themselves. I always am like, who's that girl? I'd love to meet her. Not me. So, in reality, my whole life, I've been struggling. I didn't know it for a lot of that, but anyone who knew anything would have. Not dissing anyone, just saying. So you could say my whole life, I wouldn't have said that. I'm saying it now today that that's true, but I didn't know it. I was, I don't know, in denial. I was rejecting, accepting that. I was repressing things. I think a lot has been blocked out. Just, I don't know, like, I don't know. And here I am today. Finally, I don't know. I do have a great life. I genuinely have a great life. And I'm really happy with my life right now. But I've had probably the darkest, darkest, I don't know. I mean, I think some people would call it a dark night of the soul. That feels dramatic. I only just recently read that and I was like, tracks. I would just say like the lowest period of my life. The lowest I've ever felt. And that seems silly or funny, like timing wise, because here I am. I have, honestly, gosh, here I am about to cry. the love of my life, that I'm married to, and we've been together for, I think, 14 years this year. I'm so grateful for that, and for having found my life partner so young in life, and being able to start our lives together so early. And that's just been like hugely fundamental in like who I am today and who I've grown and changed into. So I have great husband, cool, married, life box check number 1. I bought a house, I own property, I'm moving up in the world. Did that going on 3 years ago. And I worked real fucking hard to get that. Here I am. Hello. Don't plan on going anywhere. Okay. I have 2 great dogs. Loves of my lives. Loves of my lives? You get it. I've been in therapy for 2 years? Couldn't tell you. What, year and a half? I think a year and a half. And I'm a business owner. Like, I have a ton of flexibility. It's Tuesday at 3:21. Have to show this to prove it. Maybe I'll screenshot it. 666-60-11. Can't make that shit up, guys. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh, business owner. It's a Tuesday at 3 o'clock, and I'm sitting here in my house. Had nothing to do, enough that I could sit here and record this right now. I'm so grateful for that. And I'm so grateful for the business I've built that has allowed me to sit here and like financially be okay enough to do that. But I don't know, like a month ago, I was coming out of the lowest period of my life. For, I don't know, I mean, I would say, let's see, probably at least 6 months worth of like really low. But in reality, I was going downhill the whole year before that. Yeah. So I don't know how long in reality, but the real low part was that long. And, but I had all these great things. And I was doing all these things to get better. And I thought I was better. And that was what was weird about it. It's like, I'm getting better. And yet, I got way worse. Way worse. And that tripped me up. And I had never felt so low. And some people were starting to notice. And that was weird, because here I am. I've always been this strong person who doesn't even need... who didn't need to let people in. So no one would have like known in the past necessarily, or at least not known much. But yeah, I don't know where I was going with that. I'm so just going with the flow. I didn't plan any of this. So we'll see how it goes. But I felt called to do it. My soul called me to do it. I got that from Leo Skepi. Check him out if you want. But my soul told me to do it. So here I am. I'm doing it. I actually kind of just got some goosebumpies, but I could just be cold. It's not that cold in here though. 72 degrees. So yeah. Anyway. I was really low. I didn't know why. Didn't have any names to put to words, or words to put to identify. You get what I'm saying. Like, I couldn't identify what exactly was going on. I just knew that I was in bad shape. And what am I here to tell you about that? What got me out of it? I mean, really, a few things. At least. But I've joked, so it's May right now when I film this. I've joked that 2025 is my year of rest and relaxation. Now, I stole that from a book that's called My Year of Rest and Relaxation, I believe. I mean, the book's, it's a whole other thing, but I think the name is fun. And it was a good book. Check it out if you want. But My year of rest and relaxation meant to me, I mean, it still means to me. I don't know what, I haven't defined this yet before now, but I would say it's putting myself first. Period. And in a way, that means resting and relaxing, but it also means a whole lot more. And in choosing to put myself first for, honestly, the first time in my life, I'm coming out of it. I'm coming out of the low that I've been in. And as I gain insight and perspective into what life has been like for me, what reality has been lately, I don't know, here I am. Here I've ended up. And I don't know what's going to happen with this. But here I am. Here we are. I think one thing I will talk about, I guess I'll talk about a couple things. How about that? Okay, I've got a plan to some degree. Not really, but we're going to try it. So I was just looking at my Instagram stories, like literally before I sat down to do this. Because I have like some highlights on my June all the time page. Go check me out, follow. And what was my point? Oh. So I saw how I'd started this challenge almost a month ago now. So I started the book. I've got it right here, actually. Let me grab it. It's my work bag. We Need Your Art. Stop Messing Around and Make Something by Amie McNee. Beep boop bop. So, I'm not that far into it. Probably about a third. But, in it, she has a 2-week reset challenge, like, guideline setup. It's pretty vague and specific at the same time. I guess broad, but with rules to kind of streamline it, make it very approachable, make it very simplified so that it's very easy to do. Set you up for success in reality. And I got it. I follow this author on Instagram. And her page was honestly one of the first things that encouraged me to do anything genuinely artistic in the like sharing it sense or opening myself up in that way. She was one of the first influences to me that pushed me that way. And love that. So I got the book. It's pretty new. Go check her out. I think her page is Inspired to Write on Instagram. I've tagged a lot of her shit in my, or I've posted a lot of her posts. Whatever. It's not that Google exists. You got it. Jesus. Trying to help you out so much. God. Okay. So, my challenge. So it's called We Need Your Art. So the point is to kind of like get you back to creating, even if it's in the smallest way possible. So I set up the challenge for myself to be writing in this journal that I have, that I got at the end of last year. I really like the feel of it. It's a nice journal. Writing in it every day. I mean, it's a 2-week challenge, so for 14 days. The rules I set were to make it like, you're gonna do this, bitch, was every day for 10 minutes minimum, but no more than 20, so that I wouldn't get carried away and then like maybe burn myself out. Specifically at this dining room table, actually, in the morning, after I do my morning stretching like flow routine, which I do right over here, right in front of these French doors. So I already have that routine built in, so I was stacking this one on top of it or behind it so that I would make sure I did it. And it worked. I did skip 2 days, I didn't intend to, but I don't care that I did. Chill out, it's not that deep. 14 days out of 16 days of writing to me is still better than like the 0 out of 0 out of everything, I don't know, that I was doing before. So, yes. Am I talking to myself? I think I'm talking to myself, but I'm gonna pretend it's you guys criticizing me for the sake of, you know, not just talking to myself. I don't know, whatever. Anyway, writing every day, 14 days. Oh yeah, I wasn't meaning to skip, but I actually planned the first day I missed, I had literally planned ahead and set time aside to do it. It was Easter Sunday. Planned ahead, set time to do it. And then when I let my dog in first thing in the morning, she had rolled in caca. For all I know, I don't know, but it was all over her neck. Nasty bitch. No, I'm talking about you, girl. Love her to death. Anyway, so I had to use the 10 minutes, not very much, that I had specifically, honestly, like set aside, like woken up for with intention to do the practice. I had to use to bathe her. But what worked out is that I had the 10 minutes to bathe her because I woke up early to go to a workout class. So it's like, I wouldn't have had time. It would have been stressful. I would have been late, or who knows? On Easter Sunday, like not what I need. So it worked out. I was actually like happy I had the time. And then I ended up missing the following Sunday too. And honestly, all that told me was maybe I should skip on Sundays or weekends or some variation of that, you know, like maybe my practice of anything needs to have breaks, and if it's scheduled breaks, then I'm more likely to not drag it out longer and skip it for way too long. So we'll take it. I'm not mad. But I ended up writing, I counted the pages that I had written during the challenge on the last day. I think I was at like 16 or 17 pages written, which feels like a lot. That's more than a page a day, right? Or a page a day. No, more than a page a day. I'm dumb. Okay. And something about putting myself first in that way, like that was literally my first priority every day for the most part, during that 2-ish weeks. And I think that was huge for me because I am somebody who has set a million goals in my life and does it regularly, or at least did. But it's something I've definitely like slowed down on because of a previous unhealthy, honestly, drive or work ethic, productivity addict. I don't know. Something like that. So I've, relaxed that a bit. But I've been wanting to show up for myself through my art, with my art, in my art, I don't know, for a hot fucking minute. So like, it was the bare minimum to write 10 minutes a day. Like, are you serious? Like, literally anyone can do that if they are capable of writing in whatever form. I do dabble with poetry, and this wasn't really that, but I feel like this was a breakdown of thoughts. Certain thoughts that maybe have been a spiral for a long time, or maybe were recent, like newly developed thought spirals. Things that once I kind of like started to get down on the page, unraveled and cleared up how I want to feel maybe about it, if that makes sense. And I kind of think the combination of like showing up for myself every day, first thing, getting that dopamine or whatever other things, chemicals in my body that make me feel good from checking that off my not only to-do list, but like this whole last challenge where I had like a whole, I would show you, but I put the camera on the the planner that has it in it, but like a whole like star like scoreboard almost, like to keep myself accountable, and like a fun little like, ooh, I get a gold star today vibe for doing it. And I was posting that on Instagram. It was fun. Go check out my the challenge highlight reel on IG if you want to see my progress. Because I was holding that, I wanted to like do a fun way to hold myself accountable. So yeah, the combination of showing up for myself, prioritizing myself, getting the feel good feelings that come with like building a habit in a way. And in this way, it was for a goal. So that's like double whammy. No whammy, no whammy, no whammy. Y'all know that show? Or are you a child? No judgment. So, yeah. That paired with releasing things, thoughts, ideas, concepts, whatever that weren't serving me any longer, maybe never were, and also getting clarity on how I want to move forward and who I want to be and how I want to feel. And then you add on top of that kind of the alchemization, if that's a word, the alchemy behind the release and the processing of putting the words on the page. Like, I would say I'm a different person. And I say that a lot. I kind of, I don't want to say I say it, I wouldn't say I say it flippantly, but it probably appears that way. I used to joke with my therapist that I probably said that every time when I went in there. I'm a new person today than who I was 2 weeks ago. She was like, you said it. Anyway, so I'm a new person, but it's because I'm just, I don't know, it's like it set me off into like a different flow of how I've just been existing lately. And I used to like, I could never find the balance of doing too much or doing too little. Like, usually it was doing too much, and I would burn the out time and time and time and time and time again. And then I had to do nothing for a while. But then my unhealthy parts, I don't know, in my brain, in my body, that want to do things, that think that that is what I need to be doing at all times, for who knows what reason, could be a few, that didn't feel good. So then I'm guilting myself for not doing anything. But I have to. Like, I was doing way too much. So I guess to kind of like tie this back around, I wanted to get into the idea of putting a name to something and what that can do for you. Over the course of the last, today's Tuesday, like 4 or 5 days, have uncovered some things that should have been, that should have been like a neon sign above my psyche. Like, duh. But for whatever reason, I had not been made aware. Or I had seen glimpses, or I had felt things that could have pointed me towards it, but like had not yet. And what's nice about this process of uncovering these things is that the chain of events was that it was through talking with my husband Nathan. Just like casual conversation, and like next thing you know, the truth came out twice, if not 3 times. I don't know, multiple times. Different like scenarios, like 2 different days at least. And like every time, because it was multiple times, Jesus. I was like, how the did I not know that? Everyone who could have assessed me like been in my brain would have known that. But it had been hidden to me. And I think because I've built up enough masking facades, walls within myself, blocks, that it was really camouflaged, I'd like to say. It feels fun, that feels fresh, and it feels applicable. And so I didn't know. And even though I've been in therapy, like going on 2 years or whatever, 2? I think 2. Yeah. Yes. I'm certain now. Cardinal, that is like such a vibrant cardinal out there. Where the fuck was I? Jesus. So yeah, putting a name to things. I threw a chain of events that don't need to be named or discussed. Irrelevant, but interesting to me. Like, I'm observing my own chain of events and I'm like, interesting. Which that's what 2 years of therapy will get you, I guess. Even though, you know, I've had that, I'm only just now seeing this stuff. So through this chain of events, I uncover this, what I saw named originally as deep shame. Cute. I never would have identified with that feeling if I had known what it was. I started reading about what it was in ways it could kind of be tied into your life, who you are, your upbringing, XYZ, nature versus nurture, I guess. I was like, damn, why had I not seen it? And that's what I realized. So I went to therapy today to kind of process all this. Some more. I already had been. Plenty. So, like I said, deep shame. Not something I ever would have identified with before. And honestly, when I even told my therapist, I feel like she was kind of like, would I agree? And I don't think I gave her a chance to. I was like, I'm sold. But it was one of those moments where, like, as I continued exploring it through information and, you know, looking into it more, I was like, ooh, we're checking all the boxes. And I've had that realization with a lot of shit in my life, like, through my own means. So I know what it feels like, and I've been right. So don't come for me, okay? I don't have time. So it's checking all these boxes. And I saved this one, like, screenshot from Pinterest, and I was like, I put it in my phone journal, because I have 8,000 journals. And I was like, save for therapy? Didn't even get it out, but I want to talk about how identifying that has, or I think will become, such a crucial piece in changing who I am. Because the first step in, like, healing or, you know, doing anything with yourself, change-wise, is, like, acceptance. Staring it down and bracing yourself to take it on. And you have to do it. People don't always, and that's why they're stuck. If there's one thing you'll learn from watching me with this, whatever this channel is gonna be, or anything else I never put out there, you're gonna see that I hate, and I don't have the time and energy for, is stuckness. Grow or die. That's survival. Sorry that I sound pissed off, but, like, it's just affected me too much in my life, and I've observed it too much in other people's lives, and to be completely honest, I would say it's observable in the people's who I've cut out of my life at times in my life. Lots of different times. But in identifying it, I mean, that's the first step. I guess I'm still doing it. I'm still accepting it. I kind of said that at therapy, I guess, was like, I am still in that stage. It's going to probably take me a second. Because it was news to me. It was news to me that I was carrying deep shame. That, like, one of my deepest wounds is deep shame. And also identifying as, like, a confident, like, capable, strong-willed person. And that's what I think I kind of realized is, like, what if What if? I am that person in a lot of ways because of this deep shame that I'm repressing and not acknowledging and not dealing with. And it was buried real deep. Took me like ages to find it, which is annoying. But here I am, I found it. And honestly, I think that's the hard part. Because I can't forget it. I can't go back to who I was before knowing that I had this serious wound. And now I know how much it affects me every day, every minute, every hour, every second of my being. It has, and it will continue to if I don't address it. I'm getting fired up, but anger is good, so embrace it. Drink to that. This is water. So, we're gonna embrace it. Deep shame. What does that mean? I'm gonna read the thing I was supposed to take to therapy. How about that? Just to get you an idea. I don't want anyone to like have no idea that they should have been resonating with this. You know, I don't want you to like leave here and have no clue what that means. Okay, beep beep boop boop bop. Understanding a shame-based identity. Didn't know that was me, but here we are. Shame is the deeply held belief that at core, there is something wrong with me. So no matter what I do or how hard I try, I'll never measure up and be good enough. Thus, I expect other people to reject me in the end. And deep down inside, I reject myself. If I have a shame-based identity, I am likely to battle with the following feelings. So keep track in your head how many you identify with. Feeling like a fraud. Feeling like I have to cover up all the time. Fear of being exposed for who and what I truly am. Whew. That one sent some shivers down my arms. Whew. Feeling powerless. How many of you can identify with that? A lot more than probably even know. Feeling as if I don't have or deserve a voice. Whew. Amen, sisters and brothers. And everybody. That's 5. Wishing I could just disappear. I want to hold space for anybody who's ever felt like that. My heart goes out to you. My heart is with you. You're not alone. There is help out there. Feeling vulnerable. That's everybody, right? Feeling very needy. And perhaps too needy compared to other people. Feeling like I always disappoint myself and others. So if you identified with some, all, none of those, take what you will from it. Take what you want, leave the rest. That's what I always say. Y'all think you have to identify with every piece and part of what some image is. Be yourself. I am over this. Aren't we all? Like, have we not all realized that whatever you want to call it, society, culture, your upbringing, family, ethnicity, race, gender, a lot of things put us in a box. Or try. But it's our job to know that we don't have to live in a box. And honest to God, the only reason I'm doing this is because I can't live in a world where everyone thinks they have no voice. I was always that person. I didn't even know I had a voice until I started a podcast like almost 2 years ago. That's what like taught me Made me understand, see it. Crazy. I don't want anyone else to think that they're stuck for now, forever, for any period of time. There's always something you can do. Some tiny ounce of progress you can make or step you can take in the direction you want to head. It can be hard to know what you want, but at bare minimum, do you know what you need? Start there if you don't. And a lot of us don't. I'm not criticizing anyone. I was that person. When I speak as if I know something, it's because I've been there. I promise. Cause I don't talk like that about shit I don't know about. Why would I bother? There's experts out there for everything. Thank God. And I've just gone and sought out a lot of them. But I think I want to look for it. Let's see if I can find it within a reasonable amount of time. It was one of the last journal entries I believe I wrote that had to do with why I'm going to do this. Why everything in my being has pulled me towards this for years. And I've only just accepted it. Theme of the day. So, anyway, let me find it. Let me find it. I think that was it. Found it pretty quick. Okay, let me skim. I might cut some of this. Who knows? I don't know, but I'm gonna read it. Okay. I understand it now. How I can be me and calm and happy and also rage against the machine. Good band. How my persona, my character, can do the raging right now, apparently to you, sparing me deep down, really, from having to carry all these feelings on my own. Because who gives a like, seriously, who am I trying to impress? Our broken systems? Is that who I'm trying to impress? Nah. That. Let me yell first for them. If only to show them that they can too. That they can too. Swear to God. Here we go. Here we go. Guys, no. Thank you. Lady. Yes. Good girl. To show them that they can too. I am potentially going to be misunderstood. And that's okay. You all, who's out there watching this, can just witness what I say, what I do, what I put out there. And that's plenty okay with me. I like me. So I'm okay with it. And I definitely know I can't force anybody else to change or grow. That's on y'all's time. On your timeline, baby. But if no one thinks they can use their voice, then we are all silenced. And that's not okay. That is what will kill me. I can't live in that world. So I'll start, even if it's difficult, just to show people that they can. I think that's all I got for today. I feel good about this, but I have no idea what is going to happen with it. So if you're seeing it, bird up. Is that my slogan? There's a bird out there. Red-winged blackbird. I'm a bird girl. Huh. Anyway. Do you guys agree that rolling your eyes just means like through language means I can't even stand to look at you. Is that how you take it? Is that how you think about it? Let me know down below. Nathan, I think, or somebody said that to me in the last 1 to 4 months, and I think about it every time I roll my eyes now. I can't even stand to look at you. So anyway, I'm gonna steal this from Leo as well. Leave a, what emoji do we want? If you watch this far, go leave a, I'm gonna say, if there's like a blackbird emoji, do that. That's the emoji. Put it down below in the comments of wherever you're seeing this, if you got this far. And I don't know what's to come. Hopefully I'll have a plan if you see this. I don't know. Who knows? Who knows? You get what you get. But I just wanted to show up for you guys today, and this is what happened, and it could mean nothing. It could mean something. I hope it means something. But I'm here for you. I got mad love for you guys. And my heart goes out to you all. So, wishing you nothing but the best. Keep on keeping on. Take one baby step today. Doesn't matter what it is. It could be as simple as taking a shower. I don't care. I don't care what it is. Something simple. Take a baby step. And then do that again tomorrow. And then the next day and the next day. You got some baby steps. But they're baby steps. Itsy bitsy, tiny, baby girl, baby boy, whatever you are. I don't care. You do you. Got mad love. Talk to you next time. Ta-ta for now. Peace. There's those windows. Bye.